Hey guys, Downfieldcoma here, bringing you episode 2 of Casual Gaming. So this time we're going to look at some more Titanfall 2 tech test footage, just to see kind of some different things. And in this one, we are going to talk a little bit about the gameplay, not necessarily my gameplay, because while there may have been some good parts and some bad parts, it's typically not what I want to talk about. But I want to talk about just what's going on in the game, some of my concerns, some of my thoughts from the first one, some of the things that I think are going to be good, and some of the things that are going to be not so good in this one. So, my first reaction to Titanfall, the first one was a good one. I really enjoyed the game, really enjoyed the multiplayer experience, the Titan experience, having to get some points together, do some things, do some different things, either play the objective or go and kill different people and whatnot to get the points for your Titan to drop down. Now, that whole aspect, for the most part, hasn't changed in Titanfall 2. I do notice that it seems to be a little bit more on the damage to the enemy that is going to be there for your Titan, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Playing the objectives, it does do some as far as getting your Titans, but I think that the emphasis on it is the damage to your enemies and the things that you can do. Now, over the time that you're playing, it does pull up some of the Titans. So if you're playing in a long game and you're not playing the objective and you're not getting a lot of kills, there is that possibility that you're going to get a Titan by the end of that game, but it is not a given, and you're definitely not going to get as many Titans as somebody who is either just going is a Slayer, or somebody who's playing the objective pretty hard. Now, as far as the movement and everything, I really, really love how the movement goes and how it flows. There's a lot of fast pace. The grappling hook that you'll see me using primarily here is awesome. I really move from one point of the map to the other really quickly. And one thing is that the maps feel really, really big. So that is something that's huge when you're moving from one point to another. You're going to want something like the grappling hook, or the double boost, or the Titan to help you move from one spot to the other, especially if you're playing the game type where you're actively trying to clear all of the grunts and the specters and all of that out. You're going to want to get from one side of the map to the other in a quick manner. That is going to be good. I think that is a really nice dynamic of the gameplay that they have so far. I think that there will be some sort of issues, I think, with how the game plays out, with some people just going for the Slayer aspect versus the people that are just going on the objectives. So I think that needs to be balanced out a little bit. But I don't think that it's so terrible that they need to do a drastic change to the whole point system. Now, one thing that I liked is in this game, in this game's type and style, you do have the ability to amp those hard points to get those additional points, and I think that's a neat little way of of trying to influence the players to really focus on the objective and the gameplay in that manner. Now, granted, that's not necessarily going to be the case every time, but it is something that I think will help that kind of thought process, and help those players really have a desire to do that. Now, some of the things, of course, with this being a tech test, I have come in contact with a couple of issues, a couple of quirks Hopefully these are not going to be indicative of the game itself, and that it is just because it is a technical preview, a tech test. But one of the things that I found was, not in this game, but in another game, we were there was 3 or 4 of us in Titans, and we were locked in a pretty decent little fight, and the I zoomed in and shot, and on this Titan, it's the single shot versus, if you zoom in, you got the 3 shots of the energy like you see here. Now, when I shot, the balls of energy just kind of hung in the middle of the air. It was so bad that we were all able to kind of circle them as we were still fighting, in different manners. So, and when they finally did do something, they just kind of disappeared. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. Hopefully, like I said, it is just a quirk of the tech test, and it's not something that is going to be indicative of the game itself. There have been a few times that matchmaking has been slow, or that there has been some issues with the actual game server, and again, I'm not sure if that is a issue with the tech test, if this is going to be indicative of the servers that they're using, or what the deal is. But I have a lot of hope for this game. One of the things that I like that they're adding on is a pilot versus pilot option. So if you don't like the Titan aspect of the game, you can just go Titan versus, or pilot versus pilot. So I think that there are some really good opportunities with this game. Hopefully there will be something kind of for everybody, and that people will enjoy the game and play it quite a bit. That was one of the issues that I had with Titanfall 1, was that after not very long, the servers just kind of died out, and if you wanted to play, you would just be sitting there for quite a while waiting for a game to start up, and somebody to get in matchmaking with you. I think I talked about pretty much everything. I have a lot of high hopes for this game. There are some issues with it, like I said. I think that it is got a good balance to it. I think they're maybe need to do a little bit rebalancing with objective versus kills. But it's not so bad that they need to do extensive rework. The movement is awesome. There are some server glitches, but hopefully that's just because of the tech test. And otherwise, I think this is going to be really fun. This is definitely going to be on my buy list, and hopefully you enjoy the game if you're playing it. If this is not your style of game, let me know what type of game is your style, and maybe we can get some gameplays up from that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this video to a close. Think we're about to win, and if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let somebody else know about my channel. Let somebody else know about the videos that I'm doing. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know down below. Thanks again for watching. Peace.